Welcome back to Rebootleggers. It's a comedy podcast in which we try to reboot everything, smarter.
Everything and sometimes nothing.
Smarter, faster, stronger.
Less money.
Better than it was. How have we not done the $6 Million Man before?
Right, it seems perfect.
Yeah, we're not doing that today, though, unfortunately,
No, we're not.
for you listeners, or fortunately for you. So, Frank, big weekend this weekend. 4th of July weekend. For our non-American listeners, this is the weekend in which we celebrate explosions and colors in America. And also, Denver Comic-Con was this weekend, Frank, which you did not accept my invitation to attend.
I did not. I was researching the hottest shows of the 90s, which is the segue that we're going to use.
Oh, I had a different segue all ready to go. But that's fine.
Let's do both. I was researching the hottest shows for 90s kids. Scott, what do you think about that?
Well, so I went to Comic-Con this weekend, and Frank, I noticed a lot of people had swords there.
Oh, swords like knights.
Yeah.
In England. We're doing a 90s cartoon this week.
Speaking of knights, and the 90s.
I don't know, finish. Yeah.
90s knights that you researched.
Mm-hmm.
What makes sense, and in light of the celebration of American independence from English knights,
we're gonna go back there.
Yeah, with one of the favorites from my childhood, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Now, Frank,
King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, a 90s cartoon that we're gonna do.
Now, Frank, you've not seen.
I've not
this. And why?
I was 1 year old when it came out, and I was 2 years old when it was canceled.
Fair. I must have only watched the show after it was canceled, I'm realizing. So to give a quick summary, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice sees, as we're all familiar with the Arthurian legend, in which King Arthur has a round table with his best buddies, the Knights of the Round Table.
Just the 12. Is it 12 total, or is it Arthur plus 12?
I think it's Arthur plus 11. So 12 total.
It is Arthur plus 11, so 12 total knights.
Yeah, so Arthur's dad, Merlin, is the wizard, and in this story, Arthur and his knights have been stolen and imprisoned by the evil wizardess. Wizards can be girls.
Enchantress?
Morgan Le Fay, who I think they call her Morgana.
Yeah, they call her Morgana in the show.
Queen
apparently.
Morgana. And so she seals Arthur and his knights into the Cave of Glass. So Merlin,
a well-known prison.
Yes, and evidently that has no bearing on the future of the world, because flash forward to the future, everything's normal and fine, and there's a very good football team called the Knights.
The New York Knights.
The New York Knights, who have only 12 players. They have 0 subs. This is a team
because they go hard in the paint.
They're very, very, very good. They go hard. They go deep and hard into the paint.
The paint.
Yeah. And so Arthur King, the quarterback, and his buddies, the Knights.
Real subtle.
They're basically summoned into the past to take the place of the original Knights. And throughout the course of the show, they collect 12 keys, each key unlocking, you need all 12 keys to unlock the Knights from the Cave of Glass.
Okay.
And you can only touch your key.
Oh.
So there's an episode where they find Arthur's key, and one of his knights runs and grabs it, and then the key melts in his hand because Arthur's not the one who grabbed it.
That sucks. So Merlin sucks them back from the future, and he gives them magic armor, right?
Yeah, they get this sweet, sweet armor. And they
all have an animal on their chest.
Yep, they've all got an animal on their shield
Okay.
Their weapons come out of their chest.
Oh, this is we're talking sword and board, just classic.
Yeah, their weapons come out of their chest. And then they each have a shield with an animal on it, and they can summon that animal.
Okay, cool.
So you've got like Sir Lancelot, who's the only one who gets a knight name. Everybody else gets their regular name with a Sir in front of it. Sir Lancelot and King Arthur. So Lancelot's real name is Lance, so he gets to be Sir Lancelot. He's a lion. And then you've got Sir Tone, Sir Trunk, Sir Wally,
Sir Kevin,
Sir Brick, Sir Phil, Sir Darren, Sir Gallop. Gallop is the ladies' man, in case we were all wondering.
Well, yeah, I mean, I inferred that.
Sir Breeze. Breeze has big toots. Sir Lug.
Yep, sorry.
And then
what?
Sir Zeke. You know Lug... Frank, based on his name, what do you think Lug is about?
He's probably like a big punch man.
Yeah, and I believe he summons... Oh no, he's got a kraken.
A whole kraken.
Yeah. What would you think about Trunk?
Does he ever let the kraken out?
I don't think he does.
He never releases the kraken.
Never wants to see release the kraken. Trunk is a big man, and he's got a ram.
Yeah, so they've got animals, and they all have magic. They got animal shields that they can just, if the animal dies, does the shield like melt?
The animal never dies.
Do they just like suck back in? Okay. So then they run around and are they only trying to find the keys, or do they like save people too?
It's a little bit of both. Like all TV shows of the 90s, this was a show that existed primarily 100% to sell toys, and boy did we have the toys. But so opposing the knights are the warlords, who are
the wizards.
No, they're just like evil knights who work for Morgana. Lord Viper is the second in command and field commander.
I bet you he does snake stuff.
He has a mask that, so the warlords don't get animals or anything, but he does have a mask that makes him look like a snake, and he's got a really cool sword. We had his toy, and he was dope. My other favorite warlord was Blackwing, who had wings and could fly. His armor
that's
had
just
wings.
Straight up. All right.
He is very cool.
So then they fought people and whatnot.
Yes,
now,
sir. So,
let's break this down a little bit. So we've got interesting elements and we've got less interesting elements.
Here's what I'd like to do. Do you have an idea?
No, hit me.
I say we reverse it. Instead of a football team being summoned to take the place of King Arthur and his knights, I say we summon King Arthur and his knights to take the place of a football team.
Okay.
Modern day Merlin.
No, he's got to have, because it's got to be like his name is. Oh wait, like the same wizard 2,000 years later because he's immortal.
Because Merlin's got to be immortal, right?
Yeah, but like now he owns.
No.
He like.
Now Merlin is. He's the stereotype. I don't know. There's got to be a name for this person, but he is deeply in debt because of a gambling habit.
Okay, yeah. Like, a gambling addict is what you're looking for.
Yeah, but I thought there was like a different term. But so he's got. There's the last big football game, and this is his last chance. Otherwise,
he's already run out. Like, bookies won't let him bet on horses anymore. Like, he's running out of.
Otherwise, Smokey's gonna break his legs and then his face.
Yeah, and I want to be like clever.
Yeah, okay.
What's the guy, the crime lord that he owes money to? Can it be like Anna? 2 words.
It could just be a dude named Morgan, because Morgan can be a man's name.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I like. And then people call him. He could be his nickname is King, right? Because then he's the king of crime.
Now Morgan was not. I guess she was a queen in this show. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they call him the king.
They call him you king owes king a lot of money.
Maybe they call him the enchantress, just as a way to throw off the fuzz.
It's that when because we don't see him, we just see his people, right?
Yeah, and the fuzz,
like the enchantress says,
and that way the fuzz, they're always looking for a woman.
Yeah. It's the ultimate con. I'm down. I'm already into this.
Yeah,
I'm sold. So we have the enchantress, right?
Yep.
So he has a crime guild.
Yeah, I guess it could be a crime guild or like a syndicate.
Well, it's just a criminal criminal syndicate sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
So, Merlin, who he goes by, like, he needs, like, a government-issued ID, right? So he's, like, John Merlin now.
Yeah, I think... They just call him Merle.
Merle? Okay, that's pretty good. Alright. So, Merlin, in 2 words. Right?
Merle
So,
in.
yeah. So he owes money to the Enchantress, right?
Yeah.
And he still has wizard spells, but there's a reason why he can only cast this one big spell, right? Like, maybe
Nobody believes in magic anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was gonna do like it needs griffin feathers and they all went extinct 1,000 years ago.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, too. Maybe he's got, That's not bad.
You know, like I'm out of ingredients because the time of magic is over.
He's just got no ingredients.
Yeah, he's got the heart, but the griffin's bodies are all gone.
He's got the mind, he's got the heart, ain't got no body.
Yeah, so maybe is the Enchantress going to be revealed to be messing with the dark arts?
Yes, the Enchantress is, Ooh. Does the Enchantress own a football team as well?
Like...
Oh, no, okay. Merle is a high school football coach.
Okay, no. You said high school. The magic words for any series.
Yep.
Do it.
He's still got his gambling addiction. So much so that he bets.
But he bets on. He found the Enchantress is so just crooked and dirty that he will let people take action on high school football games.
You get it.
All right, so he bets like all of his pension, right? Because teachers have like pensions.
He bets the boys' pension.
Oh,
and his own.
Oh, that pause mattered.
I decided to change it at the last minute. He bets himself. He bets his own pension. Does he have a wife and kids? He's got a daughter. He's a single father.
Okay, this is complex. I like it.
He's got a daughter named Nimue. Too much?
How about...
He has a boat. He lives on a boat, and the name of the boat is the Lady of the Lake.
Yes. Houseboat, though, right? Not like a homeless.
It's a... a houseboat would be huge. I think he lives on, like, Job from Arrested Development. He lives on that, like, small yacht.
Okay, yeah.
The C word.
But, yeah, the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah, he lives on a very a small boat. Like, it's a nice boat, but it's small.
Yeah, but it's not very large. It's just he can't fit a whole football team in there.
No. You cannot fit a whole football team.
No.
In the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah, they gotta. I mean, that's one of the episodes. They gotta find their own accommodations. They gotta get.
They have parents and homes.
No.
Oh, but wait. So something's gotta
happen. Because they're coming back. They're coming back from the past. The high school football team is dying now. There's gonna be like a bus crash.
Ooh, maybe the... Oh, God.
The Enchantress fixes the game, right? He orchestrates a bus crash.
Do they die?
Oh my God, dude. I got it. This is perfect. Here is what happens. I'm gonna need you to stick with me.
Okay.
Here is what happens.
Okay, if yours is bad, I have a backup. I hope we have the same
well,
idea,
no
though.
pressure. Okay, so here's what happens. And this is gonna work.
Okay. Hit me.
Unbeknownst to Merle.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to stick with me for the whole explanation, because I promise, when you think of something, I've gotten to it. I just gotta lay it out, though.
I'm waiting. I will keep silent as you.
So here we go. Unbeknownst to Merle, the roster of the high school football team are all blood descendants of Arthur and the 12 Knights.
Boy.
Here's the thing: Merle needs help because the Enchantress is gonna come break his legs when his football team doesn't win. So, he casts a ritual using the last of his magic ingredients to summon forth the Knights of Old to protect him.
The Knights of Justice.
But here's how the spell works.
To protect him.
Here's how the spell works, Scott. The original Knights from the past do come to the present, but they populate the bodies of their descendants.
That's really good.
and they are able to. Now we can play it a couple ways. One, full mind swap, where now they are grown ass medieval knights that have to go and explain to their mom why they didn't do their homework.
But they're
Which I'm
still
kind of into.
They're still in the bodies of a high schooler.
They're still the bodies of high school kids.
Yeah, that's pretty
But, like-
good. That's good.
And so they're just like, forsooth, mater.
I
I don't know why they're German.
lot. I like that a lot, but I also like the alternate option where it's a full on body swap too, where they're now like fully grown dudes.
How about here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
I think I
This
know
is
where you're
gonna
going
be-
with this. I think I know.
I hope that we agree. It is a full body swap, but everyone magically sees them as high schoolers.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. We,
So
the
it's
audience,
like-
sees them as
Oh,
grown men
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
beards,
So,
but
like-
their
like
parents
in the
think they're
show-
just kids.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Their parents are like, honey, what's wrong? And like pat them on the head, but it's like a grown ass man.
Yeah, that's better. That's good that you nailed it, because my backup is worse, but still good. My backup idea was that the Enchantress has rigged the system so that now the entire team is ineligible to play, because the team is actually good. So the Enchantress wants to make sure that he wins this bet, and so he makes the entire team ineligible, forcing Merle to have to come up with a whole new roster, and so then Merle would just summon the knights from the past. But I like the body swap much better.
And so we're gonna have okay. The kid's like the quarterback kid who's Arthur, right? He's like gonna have a girlfriend named like Gwen, probably, right?
Yeah, they call him Artie.
Yeah, I like Guinevere, right? So
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure, Artie and Guinevere.
Artie and Gwen.
And
Well,
there's
Gwen.
and there's a love triangle between. Well, yeah, I'm just saying Guinevere.
Yeah.
And there's
Between-
a
and
love triangle
Lancelot.
between her and Artie and Lane.
Yeah, I really Lane.
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 Lance without a C. Lane.
Lance with no. Yeah, I mean Lane's a name.
No, I know, but I don't know that we should just go full on Lance with it.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. Lancelot wasn't part of the original Arthurian legend. The French added him later.
Huh.
The French added him later to be like, well, England has King Arthur, but, you know, his best knight was French. Fun fact. So, in this time, instead of the Arthur Knights being in the past and having dumb modern names, so we bring all the regular knights names forward. So our knights are
And I think we have some funny parts, right, where
also
someone says like Troy, and like he doesn't answer, and then one of the other knights goes like Galahad.
Yeah. But here's my question: can the boys and the knights like swap back and forth a little bit?
Oh shoot, are we going dual plot?
I don't know if it's necessarily dual plot, but I just think it'd be funny if like the boys are like, "What's
here
he
we
doing
go,
to
here
my
we go,
body?"
I think how about the original boys are like in the back of their heads and not in control?
Are they like floaty ghosts next to them?
Yeah, definitely. Where it's like how do I use this? Like that's mom. Like just tell her you're doing homework, and then he says like I am forsooth doing my homework. You know?
And we're not. I think we gotta stay classy with this. None of the knights of the past will be romantically attracted to any of the boys' parents.
Yeah, no, we got to keep that just clear.
Yeah. Okay. So let me throw the knights at you. These are the 11 knights we'll have. King Arthur plus 11. So you got Lancelot,
Yeah.
Gawain, Geraint, Geraint, Percival, Bors the Younger. We must stress the younger. Lamorak, Kay, Gareth, Sir Bedivere, aka
AKA Betty.
yeah, aka Durfel, Cadarn. That's his last name, Cadarn. Gaheris, Galahad, and Tristan. Tristan also from the Legend of Tristan and Isolde.
Oh.
Yep, that's the Arthurian knight Tristan.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And so Tristan will absolutely have a girlfriend named Izzy.
Most deaf.
The high school boy will. And of course, the knight within his body will be like, "Whoa, lady!"
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely how that's gonna happen, right?
And so Merle brings them forward, and he's like, "It's good to see you again, my boys."
And they say like, Merlin, what forsook has?
Arthur's like, "Dad, why did you, Dad? What? Hey,
You gotta put on these helmets, son. It's like, what's going on?
They're like, "What is this strange armor?
Oh, perfect. It happens like while they're all at practice wearing pads.
This will not deflect a blade."
Oh my god, dude, this is gonna be so good. So here you go. He casts the ritual as the team is practicing outside against it's like shirts and skins or whatever. It just so happens that the 12 are. Oh, there's no other members on the football team.
Yeah, no, I don't want them to. I think it's good if it happens then, but I want the exchange. Like, they can be confused about where they are, but then I do want the scene where after Merlin explains what's happening, he says, "Okay, let's go practice football," and they're like, "This shan't save me from arrows."
I want them to be like scrimmaging, and then when when the mind swap happens, they think they're like in a battle and like start like chest kicking kids.
That's pretty good.
You know what I
though.
mean? It's like, what has happened? Like,
that can happen
vile sorcery, and then they just start like punching.
That just happens during an actual game.
Oh yes, and no, we have to get our continuity right. That happens during a game, but it's after.
It's not the game.
It's yeah. Merle, his bones get threatened to be broken. Then he does the summoning, and it just so he wasn't paying attention because he doesn't care anymore because it's just about his bones and being not getting snapped. And then he actually accidentally does the summoning during a game because he thinks who cares, like it's not going to actually affect anybody.
I think they might be threatening to kill him. I think bones and then face.
Bones and then face.
They make it suck and then they kill him.
Yeah. Okay. So then it happens, and then they get like disqualified, and then someone calls him. It's like, "Where's your coach?" Like, your coach didn't show up. Well, no one can say coach didn't show up because now they're all Arthurian knights. They find out that the coach
speak to me.
Exactly, like kneel before your betters, and then he's just like, "Whoa!" Like red card.
Parents coming in. Come on, we're going home. What were you thinking? Yeah. Unhand me.
I think there's some funny stuff too. So like each other. And Merlin all see the adults.
Yeah.
But then, like, if they look in a mirror, they, like, see the kid.
Yep, and the parents see the kid, too. So you've got parents like, "Get in the car." Troy and Tristan.
And they're like, "What vile sorceress, I will not." And, all that stuff.
What is this contraption?
We'll have some good laughs.
We definitely get a scene where a parent is like, are you smoking weed? And they get, like, really upset about it,
Yeah.
"I think my son is high."
I want one of them, like, so one of the knights, like maybe Tristan or something, to, like, in, like, one episode, like, get really, really used to technology and, like, get good at it.
Yeah. Frank, is one of the descendants of the knights a girl?
Oh, we can do some switchy switch.
Do we do some switchy switch with a couple of them, and then they're like, I guess we gotta have a girl play on the team.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't she have to already be on the team, because they...
Yeah, she's the kicker.
Okay, yeah. Airbud style.
That was about basketball. You talking about the classic sequel, Golden?
We can edit.
Airbud the Golden Receiver.
Is that the one where he does football?
That's the one where he does football. But there's still not a girl on that team.
Oh, well, all right. Now,
Frank,
Mighty Ducks?
Now, hang on, Frank.
Is there a girl on the Mighty Ducks team?
Frank, let me just back up 1 second. Do you equate having a girl on your sports team as the same as having a dog on your sports team?
Well, no. When you say it like that, it's bad.
It's pretty bad, Frank.
There was a girl in the Mighty Ducks, right?
Oh yeah, they had two girls. They had Julie the Cat.
All right, then we'll do it Mighty Duck style. We can add the rest out.
Julie the Cat Gaffney and Connie, whose last name I don't remember.
So, yeah. So I noticed. So I'm just gonna look at this list and pick. Bedivere already sounds like a girl, right? So that Bedivere's a girl now.
Bedivere's a girl now.
And I kind of want Gawain to be a girl.
Is this gonna be like a Judd Apatow farce movie where Bedivere, to us, Merlin, and the other knights appears as an adult man, but to everyone else appears as a woman. Is this like The Hot Chick by Rob Schneider?
Oh, I want to avoid that, but
I want to avoid that, but also, like, you gotta
Do
give
our
people
thing.
what they want, and then people are gonna want that scene where a high school boy tries to hit on a man, not realizing it's a man.
yeah, and we can get into some hairy territory with that. Maybe
Well, yeah.
it's a college football team, or
Yeah. I think it could be a high school team still.
you know what? We can just keep it subtle. There's not going to be like double date episodes.
It's not our job to make sure this isn't horrible.
Yeah, we just have the idea.
We're the ideas mans.
Yeah, we're not the right. We're not the writers.
We're not the writers.
When ABC buys this, they can figure it out.
It's up to the FCC to tell us no.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a movie or a TV show? Is this going to be an ongoing? I feel like this is movie territory.
Movie? Yeah. This is definitely movie territory then.
All right. Okay, so then
A la She's the Man.
Who's the team that they're playing against?
It does everything. Does he double or nothing down on the next football game? And now his knights have to be the best football players.
Yeah.
Do they have to win the football game and stop the Enchantress's scheme?
Do they just got to beat the spread? What's the Enchantress's scheme? What's he doing?
I think he wants to do something like criminal that might not be related to high school football, right? But
he's smuggling coke in football pads.
Yeah. Oh,
Inside of
yeah,
footballs,
yeah.
there's coke in them footballs.
yeah. Well, maybe not in the footballs because that'd be kind of hard, right?
In the footballs, not the ones you play with.
Like the pads are like molded cocaine, right?
So does the
And then I think we can get a pretty funny scene where like one of the knights puts on like the cocaine pads and it's like, man, I feel great. Like,
oh, how about this, Frank? Instead of just betting on a final high school game, they're betting on the entire season outcome. And so this will be a movie that takes place over an entire season of high school football. So they get multiple games, and then we get to have that by the end of the last game. The Enchantress has realized what's happening, and he, through his own dark ritual, summons evil knights to replace the final game team.
I like it. And we're gonna do we're gonna do like the Remember the Titans thing, right? Where like there's the game in the beginning where they lose, and then there's like a 90-second montage. And then the rest of the movie happens, and then it's the last game.
Yeah, we'll have it'll be mixed in. The montage will be a mix of training and losing football games.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then at the end of the montage, winning football games.
Yeah. By the end of the montage, they've winning.
Yeah,
They've win football games.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the Enchantress is smuggling cocaine and cocaine accessories.
Yeah. Your glassware, as they say.
Yeah. Cool.
That's the only joke I had for that.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else either. I got that good Hank Hill, and then I'm done. All right, so let me think. Who are the bad
And so will they
knights?
find out, so does Merle find out about the scheme, or like one of the kids, because someone tries to sell him cocaine, maybe? That's weird. No one approaches a high school kid. High school kids can't afford cocaine.
This is a very rich white town.
Okay, yeah, okay, so they can.
This is a private school.
Yeah.
Let me look up. Well, hang on. I don't know why I'm looking up original. We can use the enemies from the cartoon because they existed in the past. So, you know, we got Lord Viper coming to the future. We got Warlord Axe, Warlord Bash, Warlord Blackwing, Warlord Blinder, Warlord Hammer, Warlord Slasher, Warlord Spike.
Just
there's also
visceral...
the Purple Horde. Hang on, let me see. 1, 2,
oh, boy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. The Purple
Horde...
Horde...
is weird. It looks like a pretty big split. So there's the Warlords, which are your classic, like...
regular knights.
Your classic just marauders. And then the Purple Horde looks to be, like, pretty racist ninja samurai types.
You're not wrong. So you've got Awan, uses nunchucks. Hung, uses bow and arrows. Tai Ben uses...
They named a character
gunpowder.
Hung. Let's just...
Hung. He's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, very good at gymnastics and climbing... And also his penis is large. Rim, a member of the Purple Horde, uses a sword dagger combo and bombs. And then you got Poe, who is, of course, the Kung Fu Panda.
Mm-hmm. Just whole hog, Jack Black and everything. Now, I kind of like that one of these evil football players will be a human man who is in reality an angry panda bear.
An angry Kung Fu Panda bear.
And I think Jack Black will come back since he hasn't said no yet.
Yeah. Oh, boy. He hasn't said no yet, but also we haven't asked him yet.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, he hasn't said no ever. Because we've never given him a chance to say yes or no.
Yeah.
We're 0 for 0, and in that way, it's perfect streak.
Uh-huh.
So, now I'm just thinking about Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I love Kung Fu Panda. Okay, yeah, so then, the warlords show up, and somehow the Enchantress...
And they don't know how to play football.
But they get good at it, and, well, the Enchantress is just like, ooh, the referees also get replaced, so then they're not making any of those calls that would happen when the warlords just, like, stop playing football and go full... Like, they pretend a little bit to play football, but they are aggressive.
But their orders are to eliminate the problem.
Yeah, but no killing, just make them lose.
Uh-huh.
And they're beating them up.
So then it just becomes a brawl.
Yeah.
Are they packing heat? Do they have
No.
Do they have swords on their backs that no one can see because of the magic?
How about this? For the final game, during halftime, this is cool. This is cool, Frank. Halftime, Merlin... So when Merlin realizes the warlords are here, Merlin starts working on to undo the spell. And he ends up bringing the boys back into control of their bodies on both teams. But the warlords and knights are still here in astral form, and so they get to float above the football field and have a very cool, good sword fight while the boys are having a football fight.
Okay. And then when the knights are winning is when the football knights are winning, and vice versa.
Yep.
And I think the entire time their enemy football team is just called the Warlords, right?
Yeah, totally, for sure. 100%, Frank. You got the knights and the warlords.
And so we do the whole Spirit Link thing where it's they're winning, and then the parents are cheering knights, but then the real knights in Ghost on the spirit world are yes,
and they're fighting. So and then the warlords are like, oh, and they're just shouting and stuff. But also, so the knights play for Camelot Prep.
Yes.
And the warlords play for...
Yes.
I don't know. Who's the bad guy? What's a bad nation?
Avalon High. I know it's not... Avalon's not evil, but...
APHS. Avalon Private High School.
Avalon Academy...
of Academics. AAA.
AAA. So the school chair is just
Yeah, and Merle, of course, wears. He's a dirty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wears shorts and
Oh, he's so dirty. He wears shorts, right?
And while he's coaching, he wears shorts and Hawaiian
Is
shirts.
it cargo shorts, not gym shorts?
You know it's cargo shorts. And
for all of his spell ingredients. Because he's just got them all on him at all times.
And he's got an unbuttoned Hawaiian shirt over his just dirty undershirt.
Yes.
And he's got probably a hat that's sloppy, and he's always
and
got,
no one ever questions why he's a high school football coach.
Yeah, he's always got pizza grease on himself. That's some good shit.
And there's got to be so the Knights discover pizza, right? And it's the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, there's a we discovered pizza scene. There's a we're coming to terms with cars scene. There's a
let's have a chariot race and then the street race.
Check out that internet. Do they discover pornography?
I don't think that we're gonna really cover that. I think it's it's one of those things that when you think about it, it's kind of by default they obviously do, but we don't have to.
Do we have a scene where one of them he gets a pop-up ad and he clicks it and then his eyes get wide?
So I this whole time I've just been planning PG-13 maybe.
we don't see anything. He just gets a pop-up ad, and his eyes go wide, and then the next scene is him just like closing his door.
Yeah, I mean we can. Yeah,
You know,
I mean we can. It's not technically breaking any rules to do
it's
that.
not breaking any rules. And here's the thing, Frank. I'm not looking to make a good. I'm not looking to make freaking Citizen Smurf over here. I'm looking to make that good money. And I want that bro cash.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, I'm gonna need you to what? You need what do you need?
that bro cash. Like, you know, those bros coming to see them. Like, I want that Judd Apatow money.
Oh, the American Pie crowd.
That's what I'm talking about. But it'll be a PG-13 because, come on.
A PG-13 teen sex comedy.
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about this. Let me talk about this. I want, you know, so let's be clear. Sausage Party had a budget of $19 million, and they made $140 million at the box office. So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, we're just trying to get in there.
Yeah, and Sausage Party somehow has an 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. What is wrong with the world?
That's absolutely incredible. I don't want to become an actual movie podcast, but that doesn't seem right to me.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to, like, become a... Oof. All right. Football fights, magic. Yeah. What do you think?
I think yes. Okay, so we gotta have. So we.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna do like high school dating? Because that could get weird, right?
I think we just do like gags about it. Like a guy has to go on a date without letting on that he is a
fully grown adult man.
fully grown adult man from the Middle Ages inhabiting the body of her boyfriend, while her boyfriend's floating invisible head coaches the man on how to behave and not, you know, take her back to his cave.
Don't kiss her, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, whoa, buddy. And then
there's gonna be some funny stuff where it's like the giant, you know, like the man is like a giant, like physically fit knight, right? So he accidentally like rips down like the like the towel rack in the bathroom.
Yeah, tell me this part though.
And he's like, sorry, forsooth, mother, I feel the guilt.
Tell me this part though. You know what? Never mind. This is inappropriate. We won't do it. I changed my mind. Don't tell me. Okay. What do you got? Oh, but how about this? Is there going to be a knight who elects to remain?
Okay.
And how is that possible?
One of the knights gets real good with computers, right?
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
And he's like super into it. And he discovers his father never let him go to school because he was doing knight training, right?
Yeah.
And he discovers that he really likes learning.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, the kid in his head, right? We'll just say it's like Tristan to make it easy. So the kid so Tristan.
This is what I'm concerned about. How's the kid in his head with this?
Tristan loves the computer. So the kid in his head
loves medieval times.
He always like he goes to Renaissance fairs and stuff like that. Well, like subtly and like reenactments and stuff.
He always goes to the medieval times theme restaurant.
Yeah, and he always feels out of place, right? And he says, Merle, send me back.
Yeah.
And then he goes like, are you sure you want this kid? And Tristan's like, go for it. I'll be fine here.
What about Tristan's parents, though?
What? I don't...
Seems like they'd be upset that their son is gone.
Well, they're not going to know.
Yeah, but okay. What about
they should be upset that their son is currently
does he have
riding bitch to a medieval knight. But
yeah, so he's got no attachments.
Yeah.
There will be a scene where the knights do go to a medieval times themed restaurant and they get very amped about it and storm the pitch and
yeah, do they call it a pitch?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. That's fair.
What are you, a cop?
No, and you know that I'm not, because
you legally have to tell me.
I legally have to tell you.
All right, I think so. Of course, the knights will win. The enchantress will get sent back into medieval times,
and then we do the whole thing where they find out it's a guy too, and
yeah, the enchantress is revealed to be a dude. He gets sent back into the body of like a fart. Wait, of like a pig.
Yeah, just all in there.
In like a pig fart, and
that's yeah.
And Tristan gets to go back as King Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he just gets to go back with King Arthur. I forgot that original King Arthur does get sent back.
Yeah, he's still here. There.
Yeah,
now.
So he just gets to go be a knight. He gets to go be a knight and do good stuff, and then immediately regret his decision because there's no plumbing or sanitation or
but the camera doesn't follow him, and so he's just happy.
Him. We just know that like his life sucks now.
Yeah, but I mean, in the movie, it's gonna be like, wow, I'm a knight. And I'm happy.
Do we get one of those credits montages where it like shows a picture of each kid and says what
they
go on
to do? You know
that
we do, and it like freeze frames on them doing something and says like, Percival finally
became the Apple Store manager.
Yeah, well, only one of them stays in the present.
Are you saying what all the knights go to do? I thought you were saying what the kids do.
Because it's side by side, right? It's the knight and their boy.
Yeah, so the boy who goes back, it's like Tristan survived 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know.
He was woefully unprepared for the harsh conditions of the Dark
Tristan's
Ages.
the one that stayed in the present.
Troy, Tony, whatever his name
Troy. We gotta get... but then, like, Percival, like, became Lord of Worcestershire.
The Flabbin'
and then it cuts, like, Adam... graduated high school with a 3.8.
Yeah, and then it's like Bedivere. No, it's like Arthur went on to become a legend that you all know about. Artie manages a Foot Locker.
Yeah, because it's funny that his counterpart's a king, but he's not extremely successful.
Mm-hmm. You get it.
Bors the younger.
Finally invented
the sandwich based on his love of product placement of Subway.
Does one of them bring back rock and roll somehow? And
they've got to, right? At some point, they're exposed to rock music.
Yeah, by bring back rock and roll, I mean like take it back to the past with them.
Yeah. Back to the Future style, like Jow. Yeah, they're just like jamming on a lute.
Yeah, just jamming on that lute.
Like just going absolutely nuts all over this lute. Yeah.
Yep. Bedivere became the first rock
star. And I actually think that is the closing music. Is like one of them like hardcore picks up a lute and says like, check this, nerds, and then just starts going wild, and then it starts going the ending montage.
Do you think that we could get
And I think he plays Welcome to the Jungle.
Do you think we could get hang on. Do you think that we could get Van Canto?
Oh, the
acapella metal band?
The acapella metal band, yeah.
Can we get them to do the soundtrack for us?
So they can do Welcome to the Jungle for us.
Yeah, very good, very good. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to do with this, Frank?
No, I mean, we covered the rock music, the final montage.
We covered all of it. Do we want to talk casting? That's never really been our thing, unless we've got a real good cast.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we do get Dwayne.
I always want to leave it. I always want to leave it up to the imagination.
Yeah, I think we get Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron, and then figure it out from there.
Oh, they're automatic. Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson is King Arthur. Zac Efron is Artie.
Mm-hmm.
So they.
My god, dude! How perfect is that?
100% perfect.
Fuck me. That's so good.
I won't. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for listening to Rebootleggers. Please like and rate on iTunes and give us and do subscriptions on there. It helps us out. Thank you so much to everybody who's already done that. You follow us on Twitter at Rebootleggers. Until next time, I'm your host, Scott Owen.
I'm the other one, Frank Sarah.
Frank, did we introduce ourselves at the top of the episode?
I'm pretty sure that we didn't this time, which we're
Doesn't
what
matter.
are we? We're like 33 for 34 or whatever. I think it's all right.
All right, and Frank, what's our password for next week?
Our password for next week is forsooth.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.